We have new images and details of what could potentially be an LFA2 or whatever it'll be called, the successor of the legendary LFA. We need to talk about this. Over at Japanese website Best Car Web, they're pretty much responsible for giving us the best information out of Japan for upcoming products. And the LFA discontinued in 2012. We haven't had a halo car from the luxury brand that is Lexus, which it hurts a little bit because this is supposed to be the crown jewel for Toyota, the performance leader for Toyota as well with the Lexus F division. The F division has pretty much been neglected ever since, I guess, the killing off of the GSF. The RCF is the only one left at this point. We do have the IS 500 F Sport Performance. We have the RX 500H F Sport Performance coming out, but no true F products. That could be changing very, very soon with a new LFA. Let's go over the images. That is the most important thing we have today. So these images have been patented from the Japanese patent office. So for Toyota, by the way. And we need to compare these images to what we have as the GR GT3 concept. So this vehicle came out as a Toyota at the Tokyo Auto Salon in this past January. But they said essentially that this vehicle is a precursor for Lexus. Like many Toyota and Lexus employees have said that. They've never said LFA2, but that's what Best Car thinks it is. I don't think it's going to be called LFA2. And the image here is a spitting image, as far as I can see, of the GR GT3 concept. The light's the same. The bumper design is pretty much the same. The slits in the hood are the same. Even the exhaust right here off the side is the same. The line and the door handle, everything about it other than the huge wing on the back is the same. Now, this makes sense because it is a GT3 car. This makes sense not having the big wing because it's probably the production car variant. Now, the cool thing is like you have the Porsche GT3s. You could very well have a GT3 with a big wing and pretty much race ready. But you got to keep in mind that the GT3, they can only have 500 horsepower. So the powertrain that they're saying this has, insane. Twin turbo V8 hybrid. But like the naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 already produces like 500 horsepower in racing trim. So I just don't, maybe it's not a GT3. I don't know. Maybe the production version will have a lot more power than the GT3 version. It's really hard to say. But here's the image of the back end, which let's pull up an image of the back end of the GR GT3. Okay, here's an image of the back. The same designs there, even the pattern inside this little shape here that's very reminiscent of the first LFA. So everything on this vehicle is looking to be patented from the GR GT3 concept, which is an amazing thing because this is one of the most gorgeous vehicles I've seen from any manufacturer in a while. Side profile. This is where I feel like the dimensions might be a little bit different, and it might be because the wing on the GR GT3 is throwing it off. The overhang looks a lot bigger on this patented image, right? That's the first thing I noticed. But also this silhouette of the roof looks a lot longer as well compared to what we have on the GR GT3. And the overhang on the back here looks longer as well on the production car. So can you imagine this on a production car, this lip here? What that would, it would not look like that after a month. I can tell you that much. This side looks to be the same as the other side that we saw, but looks like the gas cap could be up here instead. Now from the top though, this thing looks super cool. I know most people are never going to see this vehicle from the top, maybe some drone footage, but this is looking insane from the top. I love that you can see all these slits and slots going on all over the vehicle. You even see the side slots here. Really cool. Now comparing front end, I know the overhang is longer from the side profile, but looking at the front, guys, that looks identical to me. And looking at the rear end, it looks pretty much the exact same, even down to the details of this kind of spider web in the middle here. So guys, can't get any more excited for this vehicle. Now Best Car also has their own renders, which look super sick. Don't get me wrong, but they're not in line with the vehicle we just saw. Like the taillights are, but this triple exhaust from the original LFA, that's not what we saw in this last image. Also, the front end is quite a bit different, but I would be happy if it looked like this yellow concept for sure, but it won't because we know that the design is just a little bit different, but very, very similar. It looks like there are 2 patents for design filed for this vehicle, one on December 6, 2021 and one on May 16, 2022, filed by Toyota Motor Corp, article related to the design passenger car. So not a whole lot of details that we typically get in patents, but the images provide all the details we need. The author of this article said he was skeptical of this vehicle happening, not anymore. When I was at HQC, Koji Sato got on stage and said the GR GT3 concept is progressing and they are testing it. So it's definitely happening, probably in the Lexus end. They're saying that the release for this vehicle will be around 2025. But they also said that this vehicle is supposed to be revealed this year in some shape or fashion. I would say it already has been, kind of in that GT3 concept, but they're saying it was already supposed to happen and we haven't seen the car yet. And they're saying perhaps it'll be later this year, where their Detroit Motor Show is in September, but they're saying it's not going to be like a catch and release or announced and released at the same time, which happens with most Lexus vehicles. So they're using this vehicle probably as a hype machine, which is good. If you're going to spend millions, if not billions of dollars developing a super high performance car, tease the hell out of it. Give people some nuggets over the years until this vehicle is finally out. Now they're saying at the Tokyo Auto Salon when this vehicle was announced, the commenter said the GR GT3 concept will be in circuits within the year, so being tested this year. He said there will be a commercial version of the GR GT3, and the power unit installed is a monster with V8 4-liter twin turbo plus the motor with a system output of 950 horsepower. Like I said, the problem with that was with the GT3 car, like 900, you can't have that much power. You have to have like around 500 horse. So V8 twin turbo by itself already exceeds that 500 horse. So this is probably the production version that they could put that much power into it. Now they could also put this car into different segments that's not GT3, I guess, if they wanted to put nearly 1,000 horsepower in it. They're saying this vehicle could cost 100 million yen, which is like $700,000. I don't see that happening at all. I think we're going to see this vehicle be cheaper than what the LFA was, which the LFA I think was around like $350,000, $400,000 when it was new. Now it's worth way more than that, right? Again, I don't think it'll be called LFA 2. I don't think it will have a V8, even though they're saying it will. It's just hard for me to believe, especially if it's going to be a GT3 car. Like a twin turbo V8 is just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I want more Lexus V8s. It seems like they're all but dead at this point, other than the RCF, right? And the IS 500, which is, you know, smaller production. I guess we have it in the GX too, but the GX is like 10 years overdue for a redesign. But anyways, I'm gonna end it there, guys. What do you think about the LFA 2, this LFA successor? If it looks like it does, I'm happy. And I'm pretty sure it will look like what we've seen in these images. They're patented. Like the Corolla, the Crown Cross, for example, those images have been patented as well. Does that mean we're not that far away from a reveal for this vehicle? It's a possibility. There's not a whole lot to say other than we have official images of this vehicle coming. And it's just more evidence to what Toyota already said, that there will be a production version of the GR GT3 concept in some shape or form under the Toyota or Lexus end. But catch you in the next video. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button, subscribe for more. Catch you in the next one. Peace.